Hi, I'm Kenneth Wingard from Home and Family. Now the holidays are over and New Year's is past, my mind always goes to pruning. We have a lot of trees that are weak in place, and it's quite a job to keep them all pruned. And today on the show I did a framed tree branch which required pruners. So I thought, what a perfect time to let you all know my thoughts on different sorts of pruners. So let's start off with the real basic, which are their handheld pruning shears. It's what most people have. Here's an example of a type. These are called bypass shears, and they're called bypass because the two blades actually go past each other when you close them. The sharp cutting one is actually sharpened by the lower one every time it cuts. So these are your really basic kind, you know, and they cut quite cleanly, quite nicely, or easy in the hand. This you want to use for your small stuff, for your intricate work. I use these for pruning my rose bushes, for taking off errant branches. You want to invest in really the best quality that you can afford. Fiskars makes a good pair. Felco number 2s are great. Corona makes some good ones because they'll last for 20 years if you get a good pair. If you have issues with your hands, carpal tunnel or arthritis, they make ones that have padded handles, ones that have angled heads. So really look around, get ones that feel good in your hand. And this should be your first purchase when it comes to a pair of shears. Next is what's called anvil shears, and here's a pair from Corona, and you notice it's got this flat edge here, and then it's got the blade here, and what it does is it will come down and it will cut the branch on the bottom. So this is good for bigger branches. With the bypass, you don't want to cut anything bigger than ½ an inch. With these, you can go bigger, and it's going to give you more power. Those are all of our little handhelds. Now let's go up to something bigger. The loppers. So you've got the same bypass or anvil head. You can get them in either, and you've got these long handles. So what this is going to do is give you lots of leverage. So with these, you can get 2-inch branches. You kind of really have to get it, but that leverage is really going to help you. You're never going to get a nice tidy cut because you're really kind of hacking at it, but they're good. For even bigger branches than that, you want to go to your pruning saw. I love this thing. You've got the curve of the arc, and you've got very big, and if you can see, the teeth are ever so slightly offset. So what's going to happen is when you have a big branch, it's going to actually curve around the branch much better than a straight saw, and you can go through a 3-inch branch like that. Now what if you've got a branch that's high up? That's when pole loppers come in. This is also the thing I love. These, as you see, come on a very long handle, and what you've got is a rope, and this rope is on a pulley, and there's a super sharp blade here that when you yank, that comes up and cuts. So what's great about this is you can put it way up, you can actually rest this hook on your branch, and then you pull from down here. So you can get up an extra 10 feet up in the air. You can actually find these that have a pruning saw attached to the edge, so that can take care of all of your larger tree pruning needs. So there you go, from handheld pruners to extended pole loppers, everything you need to know about the basics of pruning. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, leave them below, and thanks for tuning in to Home and Family.